world. I dated this one guy, right? And because he was frustrating the living daylights out of me, I literally went out of my way to like someone else. I dated a guy for 5 years. And in the beginning of the relationship, no one could tell me anything. No one could make me barge nor move where my boyfriend was concerned. I loved him and I didn't look at anybody else. Whether or not he was the most handsome man in the world was not even the thing. Whether or not he was the most compassionate, loving, kind was not the thing. It was him that was in my life, and I was there for the long haul. I was there for the long haul. So no one else taller, no one else more eloquent, no one else more educated, no one else with basically what would be regarded as better stats could ever unconvince me from my man. Because I had a reality in me, a realisticness, if you will, in me, even before I came to Christ, that listen, there's always going to be somebody better than the man that you're with. So establish a heart of loyalty and just stick to who you got. So essentially I latched on to this guy and nobody else could unconvince me out of that. But stuff started happening where it is that he saw that I loved him with abandon. I loved him with resolve, and I invested all of myself in what he was and who he was. I was there for him, and that's all I lived for. I was essentially a helper suitable to a boyfriend, but not a husband. That's the era. Anyway, let's move past that. This man, upon noticing just how much I loved him like a fat kid loves cake, took that for granted and started dragging his feet. His mother used to love me, indeed, also like a fat kid loving cake. And so when we would fight, the mother would be like, listen, you're messing up. And one time, his mother said, after I broke up with him because I was frustrated, his mother said, I'll call her and convince her to come back to you. And he was like, I can handle my woman. I got this. I don't need my mother to be talking to my girl for me. And he told me that. My mother wanted to call you to convince you to take me back, and I told her I can handle my own woman. On that day, I realized that this guy thinks I'm going nowhere. He treats me like trash. He takes for granted that I love him with abandon. Enough for him to literally tell me that he dissed his mom for trying to advocate on his behalf because his mother noticed that he was dropping a ball with a woman he couldn't afford to lose. So I made a resolved determination to like someone else in school where I used to attend at Wits University, and lo and behold, I developed a big fat chunky crush on some dude that was in my class. That's what people in the world do. When you get disappointed in your relationships, you allow yourselves to be spitefully with another person. You cannot do that as Christians. Divorce and remarriage is wrong.